Everyone's talking about Claude Skills, but what actually are they? In this video, I will explain why you should use Claude Skills for your own business and actually demonstrate how you can make one yourself.
So first of all, what is Claude Skill? So it is a system to save repetitive workflows as the template that AI actually understands and executes from next time. So whenever you have like a repetitive task, you can define a procedure for Claude to follow, like a step-by-step guide for Claude to follow to complete that specific task. Once you set up a skill for like one task, whenever Claude encounters the similar task, it automatically activates this skill, a set of procedure, to execute the task in the exact steps that you configured. You define a skill within Claude once, and then it automatically activates and does the repetitive tasks consistently with the same level of quality every time. So now I want to actually talk about how like skill works. Skill is packed as a folder that like lives inside Claude. So for mine, let's go to like my settings for my Claude, and if you go to capabilities, you can see the skills here. And then I don't have any skills yet, but I have the example skills. Each of these skill is basically like a folder that contains different files, and this is how the files are configured. So first you have skill MD. So the MD is oops. So skill MD is the definition of when and how to use this Claude skill. So it includes like the name and the description and the actual instruction that Claude follows. And what's actually really strong about Claude skill is that it can also include scripts. So scripts is like just basically like a programming, like a Python programming, like a set of codes that it can run. Because it can actually run script, it can do like so many things. For example, if you set up a Python script to call like a Gmail API, the skill is gonna call the API and fetches all of the emails from your inbox in your Gmail. So this like script is a feature that actually expands the capability of skill to like so many other things. So I actually like show you how like one of my skills is configured. So inside my Claude code, I have a Claude skill right here, and the one I have is called YouTube script skill that writes a script for me for my YouTube videos, and then it has a skill.md file, just like I explained. And inside this skill MD file, it has a name and a description. So the description basically says this skill creates a YouTube video script using Hive framework. Whenever Claude starts its session, it only loads the name and the description. So this is the only thing that they load. And whenever Claude thinks that it needs to use this exact skill, in this case, YouTube script writing, it then loads the rest of the context in the file. So basically what happens is instead of like loading the whole file every single time, which like takes up a lot of context, it only reads the name and the description, which is a like a shortened representation of this skill. And whenever it needs, it loads the entire file, which actually is a very evolutionary way of like managing context, and that's why the skill is insane. It basically manages and like maintains your context very efficiently. That's what all it does. And you can see that in my YouTube script, I have references. These are like a set of files that you can have separately from skill.md. And for my own like script skill, I have a guide for title, creating title, I have a guide for creating thumbnail, outline, and then like how I show my credibility within the video and like strategy and all that. So you can have all of these files for like Claude to scan whenever it needs to scan. So you can have different like files in like this kind of structure with SkillMD and like references for Claude to get context for a specific task. So now I'll actually demonstrate how you can make a skill for your own. So first go to like your setting from here, and then within setting you can go to the capabilities, and if you scroll down, this is where you configure all of the skills. And like one skill that I want you to like enable is one of the example skills. And example skills are like official skill sets that Anthropic actually like provides you for free. So one skill that I want you to enable is this one, the skill creator. So this is actually a skill to create skill. If you enable this, whenever you make skill within Claude, it activates this to create a good like skill for you that actually aligns with these like all of the concept of skill. So once you have enabled this, just go to your chat and you can pretty much just describe the skill that you want. For this video, I want to like create a skill for like my own business. I offer Claude Code package to like deliver all of the Claude Code configuration. So I am going to create the skill for that. Hey, I want to create a skill within my Claude to write a business proposals for like my own business, which creates a Claude Code configuration for like business owners and managers to run their like business and manage their work with much more efficiency. What I have here is I have all of the context about like what I offer. So I'm just gonna paste this to like Claude and like see what happens. The description, I pasted, describes my offer in details. Based on this, first ask me questions before creating the skill to fill in the context that is necessary for you to create a skill. So what I did is basically I told Claude like what skill I want and put in all of the necessary context for it. And it responded with like all of the discovery questions, and I'll answer like these. So for my proposal, I include all of the sections like executive summary, program diagnosis, like all of the things that I gave you before. And the length of the proposal, it could be typically around 3 to 4 pages, and I deliver it as PDF. And the voice should be like confident, so I want to sound confident and professional, but like I don't want it to be too formal. I want it to be like a little casual. And so like for this agent, I want you to automatically gather like information. So I'm not gonna input any like previous context about the company. So I want you to like do all of the research by yourself to come up with the business proposal and then create a business proposal document. So I want my business proposal to be highly customized. So it should be different for each time. So there is a minimum template and it should be customized for every time. And decision makers are often solo founders or the business owners. So when I use this skill, I only basically provide the like company's like name and the maybe their link, and that's about it. And I want this skill to create a complete proposal draft. And the skill should recommend like which sprint to propose and the pricing details as well. Okay, so I answered all of the questions and I'll just say based on this, go ahead and generate skill. Obviously, like if you want to like customize more, you can give it like more context and like consult with Claude a bit further, so it actually you clarify what your like actual like workflow is more clearly. But in this video, I'll just like do this simpler version and let's see what happens. This Claude is right now calling the skill creator skill. It's following the exact instruction to create a skill in the right order, in the right process. So it is writing the skill MD file with the name and the description and all of the instructions. Okay, so it finished creating the skill and it actually like came with an example proposal like to see how it looks like. So this is an example of the proposal that will be generated. So this looks good. So what I'm gonna do is I am going to download this sprint proposal generator skill folder that Claude just generated. So I'm just gonna download this and it is downloaded. So what you will do is you will open this in your folder and you go to the setting and then you go to the skill configuration section again right here from the capabilities, and then you will add the skill and you will upload a skill. So now it is telling me to like drag and drop the skill file. So I'm gonna drag this right here. Cool. So now you have uploaded your own skill that you have just generated. Okay, so I actually found this interesting company called Pluvo, which is a small like a business. So I'm just gonna tell, hey, can you create a business proposal for this small business targeted to its business owner, founder. So I told it to create a business proposal for like this company that I just mentioned. So it is doing the web search. Okay, now it is first like running the skill that I just uploaded, the sprint proposal generator skill. And then it is like writing the business proposal for this company with the exact instruction. Okay, so it has generated the proposal. So it first like went through the web search and then it gave me the research summary and then it ran this script to create the PDF. So what's good about Claude Skill is that it can run script as I talked about before, and then it is actually making a fully designed PDF for the proposal. So it says Pluvo, an AI implementation sprint proposal, and it has executive summary, the challenge. So as you can see, this business proposal is like really tailored to like my business as well as this targeted company called Pluvo. So this is an example of how Claude Skill can be used. And as you can see, making Claude Skill is like very easy and like simple. you can just literally talk to Claude, like just tell it like what you want and like what kind of repetitive tasks you're doing all over and over again, and give it the right context. Claude will generate the skill for you to automate those workflows seamlessly. In this video, I talked about the Claude skills within the like Claude's website. But if you want to do like more advanced stuff, like customizing Claude skills and like creating the actual like Python script that is like more advanced, then you need to use Claude Code, which is like way more customizable. So if you want a system like this that works right away, I do a free audit to like look at your business and like see what you can use Claude skills for and like what you can use Claude Code or Claude for your own business. Normally this audit costs $300, but right now it is free. So if you are interested, go to the link from the description below and book the call with me.